we start saying Mashiruch Moragoshim. So the Mishnah refers to Mashiruch Moragoshim as Gvuras Geshomim, the power of rain. So what is the Mishnah used the term power, Gvura? Rabbi Lezer Omer Miyom Tavrishin Shal Chag. First day of Sukkot, that's when you start saying Mashiruch Moragoshim. Rabbi Shua Omer Miyom Tavachrin Shal Chag. You start saying it on Shmini Atzeres. Then after we leave the Sukkah. Amar Rabbi Shua Hove in Shomel L'Simi Klola B'Chag Lobu Maskir. If rain on Sukkot is an indication of a curse, we'll see Rashi quotes the Gemara in Sukkah, that if it rains on Sukkot, it's a bad sign. Why? Here you want to do the mitzvahs like Hashem says, I'm not interested in you. It's like a servant bringing a cup of wine to his master, and he throws the cup back in his face. He said, I didn't say you should. Mashiruch Moragoshem is not a request. You're mentioning Hashem is Mashiruch Moragoshem. He causes it to rain, and it's time. Omalo, so Rabbi Yeshua says, Rabbi Lezim came to Olam Yeh Maskir, so why only say it then? In the summer you should say Mashiruch Moragoshem, because Hashem causes the wind to blow and the rain to come down. Right? So Rabbi Lezer responds because you only mention it when you're about to enter into the rainy season. So the beginning of Sukkot is right before. Rabbi Yehuda says the one who the shlich tzibur, who's the shlich tzibur on Yom Tov Shel Achron Maskir. The one that the Baal Musaf says Mashiruch Moragoshem. Harishan and Maskir. The Baal Shachris does not. Yom Tov Rishon Shel Pesach, the first day of Pesach, when we start saying Tal. Yom Tov Rishon Pesach Harisha Maskir. Right? He still says Mashiruch Moragoshem. Ha'achron and Maskir. The Baal Musaf does not say it because that's when you say Tal. Tal is a Musaf. Let's see Rashi. Maybe it's Maskir Gush Geshamim. Okay. So Mashiruch Moragoshem. More before his time, I might call it like Gvurus Geshamim. The Gemara will explain why is it called the power of rain. The Shiyordim Gvura Shnemer Osek Gedolos that comes down hard. When you're permitted to leave the sukkah, to vacate the sukkah, when the porridge starts getting spoiled, the servant is coming to dilute the wine of the master. If he takes the cup of water that he's going to dilute the wine and he throws it in the face of the servant, I'm not interested in your service. Everybody has to leave the sukkah. You're not permitted to stay in the sukkah if it's raining. If he doesn't want us to serve him, I'm not interested in your mitzvah. On that, Rabbi Lezer responds to Rabbi Yeshua, I never said it's not a request. She's palak shom b'chag over say talmoter el lahaski shemas lahaski b'chag grus shalmok shemor geshim. Bonoso klomet bismano im kain v'may posing b'pesach lahaskir. So he answered because it's samach l'geshem. Now, if it was saying me'emosai, from when do we say Mashiruch Moragoshem? So evidently, it was stated somewhere elsewhere that you do say it, right? Because he's not telling us. Because he should. No, it's not telling us anything new. No. It's stated already. Because it's stated already, but if it would not be stated already, the Mishnah can't start from me'emosai. You have to first tell me you're supposed to say it, and then you tell me when do you start saying it from. So the more wants it. Tana Hechakoi. This is a continuation from which Mishnah? From which Masechta? Previous to why we were to discuss. Diktani me'emosai. So Mar says Tana Hosam Koi. The Tana is continuing from there. What is it? Diktani Maskin Guskushamim. The Gemara Bracha says over there. It says Maskin Guskushamim B'tchias Hamesim. V'Shom Birchas Hashonim V'Abdolo B'Chonei Adoas. That's the Mishnah in Brachos. That you start saying Gvurus Geshamim in Tchias Hamesim, Chaim Mesim. You say Saint Halamoter in Birchas Hashonim. And Atochonein, Havdola in Atochonein, Atochan Antonu. So we're saying, Meimosai, Maskir, Guskushamim. It's like continued from that mission. The halacha is stated there. Now, so when do you start saying Mashiruch Moragoshem? Somebody asks a question. Listening awesome. So what it should say it there? What does it say over here in Taanis? Maishra, the Shafker Hocha. So why do you leave it till here? So Rashi says, Bracha is in which Seder? Seder is Roim. Taanis is what does it say? Seder Moed. right? So if that's the case, you don't say the halacha in one seder and then you explain it in another seder, right? It should be explained in that seder. So my answer is Elatanim Rosh Hashanah Solok. He's not going from that Mishnah Brochus, but rather from the Mishnah Rosh Hashanah. Ditnan, Rosh Hashanah is in Seder Moed. Ditnan, Ubechag says in the Mishnah in Rosh Hashanah, Nidonin Alamayim. Hashem, the world is judged how much water is coming. So since it says in Seder Moed, Chag Non Alamayim, Tormim, Hashem Askirim Gusushamim. Okay? That's why, since again, so Rashi says that since in the same Seder, it doesn't have to say it there, since as long as it's within the same Seder. So Tosas asks, the reason why it's not a question, because it's not coming from Brochus, which is a different Seder, it's Seder Zroim. It's Seder Moed. It's coming from Rosh Hashanah. So Tosas asks, but factually, if it's already mentioned in the Mishnah Brochus, it should say it there. When do we start saying, Mashul Margoshim, Vim Tomar? Can't listen to Seder Zeroim. See the fourth Tosas on the page. V'yesh Lomar, the Hoche Iker, Dom B'chag Non L'mayim, because where is the primary location we spoke about rain? In Rosh Hashanah. When is the world judged for water? And before we ask, Lakach Shavik Ad Hoche, therefore the Tana waited, Rav Yudin waited to say the Meimosai here. Avo Seder Zeroim, but in Seder Zroim, which is Brochis, Ches, second, the Toni Maskirin, Gvurus Kishami, Efshe, the Mashal Olam, Mobtchis Amesim, Avdolam, Chondas. From there, they kind of, maybe always. Okay, so now it says, Meimos Maskirin, Gvurus Kishamim. So I ask a question, what does it say, Gvur? It says, Meimos Maskirin, Gishamim. When do we start speaking about the rain? What relevance is the Gevura, the power of rain, right? Listening, Meimosai Maskirin HaGeshomim, my Gvuris Geshomim. Yeah, you had a question. Amar Rabbi Yochanan Shiord Migvura. The reason is because when it rains, it comes down powerful. The rain, it's a downpour. Shenemar, where do we find? Shenemar Osek Dolos Ve'ein Cheker. Yeah, Ve'ein Cheker. Niflos Arein Mispor. Uchsiv Hanosi Motor Apnei Oretz V'Shlech Mayim Apnei Chutzos. Hashem puts water on the face of the earth, and He sends water out. My mashma. How is it mashma? How do we see if this is power? It doesn't mention a word about power. My mashma. Omer Rabar Shilo Aisha Cheke Cheke Mirisos Olam. It says over here, Osek Dos Vein Cheker Vein Cheker. Okay, and it says the word cheker by the creation of the world. Chsiv, hocha oseg los arin cheker. Chsiv hosom, halo yadatim lo shamato. Don't you know? Didn't you hear? Elokei olam Hashem borei k'tzos oretz. Hashem created the ends of the world. Lo yiaf v'lo yiga. Hashem doesn't get tired, doesn't become weary. And cheker l'tfunoso. There's no end. No se lo yav koach. Uchsiv, Mechin Horim Bekocho, and it says, what's creation? He prepared mountains with His power. Nezer B'Dvur, He's girded with might. So we see it's all connected, so that the world, Bria Solam, came up with power, and it says by rain power, so therefore, that's the reason why it's Yordim B'Dvura.
Is that a Hekech or is that a Zer Shava?
Zer Shava. Yeah. And how do we know that you're supposed to mention it in Tefillah and Shmon Esrei? The Tanya, Lavas Hashem Elokechem, Ulovdo B'chol Levavchem, right? The Kriya Shema. You should love Hashem and you should serve with all your heart. Ezi Avodah She Believe. What's Avodah She Believe? The service of the heart. Haviyomazu Tefillah. It's Tefillah. Uksiv Basrei. And what does it say in the second parsha of Kriya Shema? Right after, it says after these words, so we see the rain. What relevance is, where should it be mentioned? In Shemon Esrei. And what in Tefillah? That's what you mentioned in Shemon Esrei. V'omer Rabbi Yochanan, Gimel Maftech B'Yodah Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. God has three keys. Shelo Nibsu B'Yad Shliach, which these keys he doesn't give over to an agent. Doesn't give these keys to an agent. What are they? Ve'elohein Maftech Shel Chayo, the Maftech that a woman should be able to give birth. Maftech Shel Gshomim, the key for rain. Or Maftech Shel Tchias HaMeisim, okay, and the key for resurrection. This only HaKadosh Baruch Hu does. Okay, so again, giving birth, rain, and resurrection. Tchias HaMeisim. So Mara says, Maftech Shel Chayim. Where do we see the key for conception, giving birth? Right? Ksiv, he changes the order of the Bach. Okay, we'll go with the Gemara. Maftech Shel Chayim, Maftech Shel Tchias HaMeisim, Maftech Shel Gshomim. Dichsiv Yiftach Hashem L'cho. So who opens his good storage location? Hashem. Yiftach Hashem L'cho so tzorah tov. Maftech Shel Chayo minayin. Dichsiv Vayiskor Elokim es Rochel. Vayishma Eleho. Right? Elokim. Vayiftach es Rachma. He opened her womb. That's Maftech Shel Chayo. Maftech Shel Tchias HaMeisim. Dichsiv Yidatem Kinei Hashem Bepischi es Kivroseim. You'll know that Hashem when I open up their graves. So therefore, that's the third key. You'll know that I am Hashem when I open up the graves. B'marova Amri in Eretz, they would say, Af Maftech Shel Parnosa. Also, the Maftech for a livelihood. T'chsiv Posech Yodecho Maspil Chol Chai Ratzoin. We ask you, open your hand and satisfy Kol Chai Ratzon. So the question, so what does Rabbi Yochanan count the fourth? The four keys. Rabbi Yochanan, my time of the Kochoshiv Laho. What does he count that as the fourth? Amalach Gishom Mehainu Parnosa. The Maftech for Geshem, that's Parnosa, right? If there doesn't rain, there's no life. Alif. Gishomim Nami Hainu Parnosa, that's Parnosa. Take a look at next to the bottom tosis on the page. Shloshim Maftech Shalom Sur L'Shliach, the three keys which were not given over to an agent. I've told Amrinon in Sanhedrin it says the Maftech HaGshomim Yud, the Maftech HaGshomim Nimsa Lelio, right? It didn't rain for 22 years in time of Achov, right? Chem Maftech Tchias HaMeisim, right? Elio resurrected the dead. How do you resurrect the dead? He had the Maftech. Chem Belish D'Chsiv V'Yomer Elio Chai Hashem Hochanami Eim Omer Pirkei Del Kamon. When it means it wasn't given over to an agent, doesn't mean it was never given. Doesn't mean that. We see it was Elio and Lisha. Meaning there's certain areas of existence he gave it to a malach. That malach oversees it permanently. This once in a while he gives it. He lets the person to have the ability, but mainly he's the one who retains the maftech, the key. Yishmael Eleo Elokim bottom tosis, right? It says V'yiftach es Rachmo. So this is conception, giving birth. Pirush Uatzmo Osa. HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself did it. Vim Tomar Be'ochem Hashlek Elo Shloshim Maftechos. From here it seems to be only three keys, right? Vim Kei Yishlak Doksiv Posach Hashem Esotzoro V'yotze Es Kleizamo. It says Hashem opened his treasure. He took out his vessels of wrath. So you see there's a so why does it mention that? So Taz answers Poshet. He was speaking in the positive. There are other keys in the negative. Here it's only mentioning the maftech of goodness. It seems to be Hashem did it because it says Posach Hashem, the quote we quote in Yirmiyah, that Hashem opened himself. This is the clay zam, the vessels of wrath. V'aminon Yurkami Sarshal Borda. It says Yurkami, a certain malach. He was the angel that oversees hail. When Sisera, it says the blocks of hail came down and destroyed the army of Sisera, the Assyrian, not Sisera. Right? Okay. Yeshlom Kleizam Achrino Komar Shel Nibsul L'Shliach Al B'Shaborod Lo Dosa Shel Borod Nibsul. Meaning, The different Hashem expresses His wrath differently. That's specifically right hail, but other types, that other key not. Okay, let's go further. Now the Gemara poses a question, interesting question. Rebbe Lezer says, when do you start saying Mashur Chumar Goshim? From the first day of Sukkot. Now the question is, do you start saying in Ma'ariv, or do you start saying during the daytime? Right? Interesting.
So the night before, is what you're saying.
Yeah, the first night of Yom Tov.
Yeah.
The first day is the night, or it's during the day. Rebbe Lezer mi Yom Tov Rishon Chag Yiboilu. Rebbe Lezer. Now the question is why? Now we start taking the lulav on the first day of Sukkot, correct?
Right.
You can only have the dalar minim if there's water. So the lulav, so he's learning similar to lulav. Just as the lulav is when they're only during the daytime, not at nighttime. Mech gomer, lulav gomer lo. Does he learn from Chamayim gomer lo? Does he learn from this? When did they pour the libations? So no, they could. No, just the opposite. Just the opposite. We'll see. Gomer lo, Chamayim gomer lo. Lulav gomer lo, ma lulav biyom. Just as the lulav is the daytime, can only be taken during the daytime. Faskar biyom. So therefore, you mentioned Mashur Goshem not starting a Ma'ariv only during the daytime period. Oh, Dilma means Chaim Domar, Lo Man Nischamayim Miurto. The halach is if a person does Nischamayim. It doesn't have to be done, but it could be done, it's valid. If it's done at night, Domamar, Umin Chos Niskeyem, Afilu Belaylo. You can even do it in the Sochem even at nighttime, Afaskar Biurto. So you can say Mashur Goshem already from nighttime. Okay? So that's the question. If you learn from Lulav, that means Mashur Goshem, according to Rebbe Lezer, starts the first day during the daytime. If you learn from Nischamayim,
Could be at night, the night before.
not it could be, you do mention it the night before. Since it could be, therefore you start mentioning Mashur Goshem from the night before Ma'ariv.
Is that the finish? I thought it was still a question. Not a question.
No, those are two sides of the question.
Good, okay.
That's the two sides of the question. Take a look at Rashi. But lulav gomalo shedoma lulav. The question is, what does this have to do with lulav? What is mashur? Shem sheyev shaleilu arba minim below geshomim. Just as these four species can't grow unless you have water. Ubon l'ratzos elamayim. But when you wave the lulav, what does it come for? Right? To be mratz elamayim. Kedamin b'suka kach yev shalola below mayim. Ma lulav biyom shemaschil litlo biyom rishon. Afaskor nam biyom kloma shem maskirim belay liyom to vishnad lamocher. When's the first time you mention Mashur Goshem? During the daytime. Somewhere says mandis chamayim miurto kidashchem sechasuka shemalin akli umayim linis chamayim belaylo. You hear this? See, Rashi says not that they drew the water for the nischamayim at nighttime, not the actual pouring on the mizbeach. Yesh svarim dechsibu, but there's another girsa which we have. Doma mar min chosim niskeim belaylo. Shemakriven akarbonis biyom yichol lovi min nochos van sochem belaylo and sochem can even be at nighttime. Av haydis chamayim nam yochol yirasa belaylo. That's the Yishim portion. Avaskor nami orto sheblei yom to rishon gomer abeleshem aschil haskik v'urs kishomim. So that's the shaila. So what? So we're in a quandary. What exactly did Rebbe Lezer say? Nighttime or only during the daytime of the first day? Toshma, Domer Rebbe Vohu. Rebbe Vohu says Lolomdo Rebbe Lezer Eli Lulav. He learns it from Lulav. So he learns from Lulav. So when is it? Mashur Goshem is only during daytime. Ikadam Revo Gemara Gormalo. It's what? Gemara Gormalo means he has a Masorah, right? No, that's the question. How does he know he learns it from Lulav? How does he know? Gemara Gormalo, that's his Masorah. The Rebbe Lezer learned it from Ikad Amri Masnisa Shemi. He heard over Brisa. And from the Brisa he drew, the Rebbe Lezer learns it from Lulav. Mayi, what's the Brisa? And from there it's indicated that you start saying Mashur Goshem during the daytime and not at nighttime. Mayi, the Tanya, Meosem Askiru Shomim. From when do you start mentioning Mashur Goshem? Rebbe Lezer Omer Mishas Natilas Lulav. So it's explicit. Right? So when's Shas Natilas Lulav? Hello? When's Shas Natilas Lulav? During the daytime. Good. Rabbi Yeshua says no Mishas HaNochos, so when you no longer take the lulav. So when don't you no longer take the lulav? That's after the seventh day. The 7th day is the last day you take the lulav. So when do you start the Mashur? On the 8th day. Okay? Omar Rabbi Lezer. So Rabbi Lezer says to Rabbi Yeshua, Hov Arbaminim Alolo Eidim Bon Ela L'Ratzus Alamayim. When you wave it, you're asking Hashem to have Rachmanis, right? That there should be proper rain. Shem shab mina lo b'yev bohem below mayim. And just as the full meaning cannot grow unless there's water, kach yev shelo olam below mayim. So therefore we say mashur mara goshem also because the world needs water. As the dalmina need water, the world needs water. Omla Rabbi Shua, so Rabbi Shua says to Rabbi Leza, Alo geshomim b'chag eno el simon klola. It's true, but factually, it's a simon klola. You should wait till what? After we're finished with the mitzvah of sukkah. Omla Rabbi Leza, Afani lo amarti el lisho. Said it's the El Mishnah. Rabbi Leza said, I didn't ask you should request rain. El lahaskir, only to mention because we don't make any bakoshes, right? We don't make any. Ulshem shetchias amesim maskir kol hashana kulo. Ve'ena elo bizmano. I mean, just as Tchias HaMeis we mentioned throughout the year, but when is it going to happen? You know, it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. And it's time. We mentioned it throughout the year. Wait 1 second. So listen to this. So if that's the case, according to Rabbi Lezer, if you want to say Mashkul Margoshim even in the summertime, you wouldn't have to repeat Shemon Esrei. You can mention it throughout the year. Rebbe Omer. Rebbe says, Omer ani Rishoshem mafsik l'she'elo kach mafsik laskaro. When we stop saying Saint Talamotar, that's when we stop saying Mashur Meragoshem. Even though it's only mentioning it, it's not a request. Doesn't make a difference. When we stop saying Saint Talamotar, we stop saying immediately. We stop saying Mashur Meragoshem. It can't come any. It's going to come when Hashem knows when it's going to come. I understand that.
So we say it all the time, but the Geshem we only want to come at
Yeah. Okay. So that's Rebbe. Rebbe says no. They go hand in hand. You stop saying Mashur Moragoshe. You stop saying Seit Talmotar. You stop saying Mashur Ruach. Review the Meserom and no. Listen to this. Let's see Rashi before. Yeah. Further. Review the Meseiro Omer B'Sheni B'Chag Umaskir. We have a new opinion, not mentioned in our Mishnah. Review the Meseiro says, you know, when you start saying Mashur V'Chomer Goshem on the second day of Sukkot. Rabbi Lezer says the first day of Sukkot. Rabbi Shua says the Shmini Atzeres, and Rabbi Yehuda Meseiro says the second day of Sukkot. Interesting. We'll see why. Rabbi Kiva Omer B'Shishi B'Chag. You hear this? The day before Shana Rabbah, the sixth day. We'll see why in a minute. B'Shishi Homer, Maskir. What? So Shabbos is the seventh day also. Shana Rabbah is the seventh. So what? Still Sukkot, right? Reb Kiva says on the sixth day. Reb Yehuda Mishum Yeshua Omer Over Lefnei Atev B'Yom Tov Achron. Reb Yehuda says name Reb Yeshua. The Shlich Tziv Over Lefnei Atev B'Yom Tov Achron Shel Chag Ha'Achron Maskir, right? The Baal Musaf says Mashur Mordech Goshem, Harishan Ein Maskir, and the Baal Shachris does not. B'Yom Tov Rishon Shel Pesach Harishan Maskir. The Baal Shachris says Mashur Mordech Goshem, Ha'achron Ein Maskir. Okay, Shabbat commonly Reb Lezer Reb Yeshua. So seemingly Reb Lezer says just as we mention Tchias HaMeisim, although it's only going to happen in its time throughout the year. So we also mention Mashur Mordech Goshem, although it's only at its time. Omal said the verse seemingly Reb Lezer saying good to Reb Yeshua, so it's Reb Yeshua's problem. Omal loch Reb Yeshua bishlam Tchias HaMeisim masked kuli yomei zmanu. This is your Judah, because every day has relevance. He can resurrect any moment. Whenever it rains, it's time. There's certain times it rains, it's a clover, right? I mean, it's already the crop is grown, it's laying in the field. All of a sudden, it starts raining. It's a curse, right? So Gemara says. Any moment, that's its man. Whenever it rains, that's its man. Nisan. Let's say it didn't rain all winter, and now Nisan's already come. It's a curse. So it's not Zmanik. Shenemar. We're cutting the grain, all of a sudden it starts raining. Review them say now. Okay, leave it at that. So now the Gemara, we have different opinions. According to Rebbe Lezer, he say Mashur Moragoshem, which day? The first day. Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira says the second day. Rabbi Akiva says the sixth day, and Rabbi Shua says Shmini Atzeres. Okay, what's the basis? If you're saying second, say the first, and if you're saying the sixth, say the first, right? Why each one has a specific day? That's the first question. Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira b'sheni b'chag maske. My time is Rabbi Yehuda ben Beseira the Tanya. Now, what is the basis for pouring libations? It's learned. The Torah alludes to it. It's not explicit in the Torah. It's not explicit. It's purely an allusion. We take a few letters from different words when it speaks out Nesochim, and that spells Mayim. Spells Mayim. We'll see. The Tanya, Rabbi Yehuda Meser Nema b'sheni v'niskehem. On the second day of Sukkot, it says their Nesochim. Nesochim is libations. V'nema b'shishi u'nesocheho. Right? So, okay, could have said v'niskoh. U'nesocheho. V'nema b'shvi kimishpatom. Right? Kimishpat. It could have said kamishpat. So you have the mem. It could have said the first day u'nesocheho. So you have the mem is extra. On shishi, it could have said nisko, so the yud is extra. And kamishpatom could have said kamishpat, so the mem is extra. So what does mem yud mem spell? Hare mem yud mem. Hare kan mayim. Mikan. Remez l'nischa mayim in Torah. From here, this alludes that the nischa on sukkahs is not nischa. Besides nischa yayin, you also have nischa mayim. So now the question is: so why does Rebbe say the second? You have also the what? The sixth, right? Why did he say the sixth? Why did he say the second? Because when does it start? The words that you start spelling mayim which day? You start spelling mayim on day 2. This is different. These letters. It's pre-Eitzah. They have no pre-Eitzah. There is. Okay, Hilkoch. Therefore, it says b'sheni matkavim. Therefore, since it starts spelling mayim is on day 2, therefore it's on day 2 you start mentioning mashur moragoshim. Reb Kiva b'shish b'chagu maskir. No, it's the 6th day. Why? Shnem b'shish unesocheho. So what is nesochet? It's plural. Nesochim. Not singular, plural. But if it's only wine libation, there's only one. Where's 2? So we have 2 libations, 2 types of libations. Echod nischa mayim, ve'echod nischa yayin. Right? So Mary asks a question. How does Rabbi Kiva know they're both, one's wine, one's water? Maybe you pour a double libation. Right? Maybe they're both wine. How does he know they're both, one's wine, one's water? Right? If we don't find anywhere in the Torah water libations. So here what it says, Nesocheo, and the plural means you do a double Nesochim. On that the word says, look Rabbi Yehuda Meseira, because that he concurs with Rabbi Yehuda Meseira. The Omer Remizi, Mayim. The Torah is Merames. So since the Torah is Merames, and once I have the Remez Mayim, which word says explicitly, double, 2, it's the 6th day. Therefore, on the 6th day, that's when you start saying, Mashur Moragoshim. So Mar asks a question. So you should concur Rabbi Yehuda that you start saying Mashur Moragoshim on Monday, right? The 2nd day. The 2nd day of Sukkot. Every day of Yom Tov. Right? Every day of Sukkot. So Mar says, Neba Kavose, so look Rabbi Yehuda, Neba Kavose, because the extra in Nisol, when it says Nesocheho, is on the 6th day. That's what Torah speaks. The other is it's spelling Mayim. But which day do you have the 2? That's on the 6th. This is Mashum until then. So because the Torah says that day, that's when we start mentioning Mashur Moragoshim. Yeah. Let's see Rashi. B'sheni v'niskeim. On the 2nd day it says niskeim. V'sagi b'nisko. Kevin b'sheni Eiser Mem l'Drosha. Lochim Aschil ask b'sheni. B'sheni Nesucha Kos Medaber. Right, this is Reb Kiva. It says Unisocheho on the 6th. Sheni Nesucha Shal Korban Echod. Avo v'Niskeihem. Yeah, so why says what about Niskeihem? They're Nisachim in the plural. That's on what? That's on the second day. Yeah, Rashi's asking a good question. Right? If Nisachem means two, Niskeihem means plural also. So Rashi is very simple. Niskeihem, Dalid, Rega, Niskeihem, Avon Niskeihem, the Mashma, Harbi Nisuchim, Bekorbonos Harbi. When I say, they're Nisachim. Nisachim means it's Nisachim. It's referring to the same korban, right? Unisocheho, it's Nisachim, in the plural. I say, Niskeihem, they're Nisachim. So you speak the plural. All the various korbanos, they have their Nisachim. Right. It's not mashma in the same korban you have two. Right. But over here it says, Unisocheho, in its plural, two. So what do you have two? One's mayim, one's yayin, one's mayim. Niskeihem, Sovelak Reb Yehuda, the mem yud mem, harbe nisuch mayim. Okay, let's go a little further because just to finish this up, go to the two dots. So according to what the Gemara is saying now, what is the basis for Nischei Mayim? The illusion of the Mem Yud Mem. Okay? Tanya. Third line. Reb Nosson made Bakodesh, it says Bakodesh Hasech Nesech Sheikh B'Hashem. It says the word, it should say Bakodesh Hasech. What's Hasech Nesech? It's a double, right? Like a reiteration. The Torah speaks of the two libations. Somebody asks the same question. According to Reb Nosson, there's no illusion in that pasuk that was speaking about mayim, right? It says Bakodesh Hasech Nesech Sheichet. We're talking about two nesuchim. So Reb Nosson says one is wine and one's water, right? So the Gemara asks, maybe they're both wine, right? Emo Tavray de Chamro. How do you know the two? One is wine, one is water. Maybe they're both wine.
Right.
Yeah? Hear the question. Judah.
What is the Kodesh say?
No, it says, Kodesh, in Kodesh you should do a double libation.
So it says libation of intoxication.
No. Shecher is wine.
Also, that's what...
That's one. So that's one of them. So if it's one, so the Gemara says, no, maybe it's two. Maybe they both should be wine. Maybe the shecher is going back on both of them. But how do you know it's water? Yep. You had a good question. Right? The Torah should use the same context of grammar.
Right.
Why does it change the context? My hasech nesech shamet mino chad mayo v'chad dechamro. To tell me that the two, one is comprised of water, other is comprised of wine. Somebody has a question. So the way so far we're going, what is the basis for Nischei Mayim? The Psukim. Right? It's either that or this. Somebody says, Elohod itnan, we learned in the Mishnah, in Sukkah Nischei Mayim, Kozai and Mani. Wait, it says Nischei Mayim was 7 days. They did Nischei Mayim, money. If it's Rabbi Yeshua, neighbor, Chad Yomo. It should only be 1 day, not 7 days. Why? Which day? Shmini Atzeres. Rabbi Akiva Treyomi. Because why? Where does it mention the Sochehod, the double, on the 6th day? So you should have the Sochem on the 6th and the 7th. Rabbi Yehuda Beseiro Shita Yomi. Right? You start counting from the 2nd day. So you have 6 days. Rabbi Yehuda Beseiro. Yeah. La'olam Rabbi Yehuda Beseiro. He. Go like Rabbi Yehuda Beseiro this. Usfir like Rabbi Yehuda the Masnisen, and he holds like Rabbi Yehuda of the Mishnah. Now Rabbi Yehuda Omer below Koyim Nasech Koshmona. Yeah, with a jug which contained a pint. He would do the libations all 8 days, first day through the last day. Umapik rishon, umayil shmini. Yeah? Rather, and he would start counting from second day through 8, so you have 7. So that's 7 days. Logay masach koshmono. Umapik rishon ma'il shmini. Maishno rishon lo. So why not? If you're pouring on the second through the 8, why not the first? Maishno rishon lo. Because when there's a Meramiz Mayim, the first mem starts on the second day, right? Shmini Nami Kirmiz Mai Bishvi. Mar's asking a good question. When is the closing mem of Mayim? That's Mishpatom, that's on the 7th day. So why do you carry it into the 8th day? Right? Elo Rabbi Shua, it's called like Rabbi Yeshua. It's Rabbi Shua. It's unrelated to anything. That we do the libations, water libations, that's halach l'mishum Sinai. When do you start? From the first day through Hoshana Rabbah. Shmini Atzeres is no longer. Dom Rabami, Omer Rabbi Yochanan, Mishum Reb Nechun Yish Bekas, Beis Chursen. Rabami is the name of Rabbi Yochanan, name of Reb Nechun Yish Bekas, Beis Chursen. S in the Tios, we'll see Rashi. That means during the Shemitah year, you're not permitted to what? To plow under the roots of a tree. What about if the shrubs, they're going to die? Right? So it's not to strengthen them, it's to save them. Right? Arova is what? That's Hoshana Rabbah. That you have to take the Arova on Shmini Atzeres, halachal mishum Sinai. Let's see Rashi. Yeah, Mishas HaNechosu, HaNishvi, Maski, Raval B'Yudesova, Nischamayim Kol Shiva. More gomerly, halachim mishmisina, dinz chamayim kol shiva, vadi kreb lezer, osi shapir. Al krebuda b'beseiro, kreb kiva, lo metukma, el lochi, lo mukla, kreb lezer. Right? Lo mi boy, I reb lezer sfirle, hochi, the vadi, reb lezer, osi shapir. More didn't have to say it's called like Mishuk, it's called like Reb lezer. Vodka, mukim, kreb Yeshua, rebusa kamashlon. Al krebuda b'beseiro, the kreb yakiva, lo mesukma, the krebuda, the olive, minemar. B'sheni Yuniskeim Alma Sova Nishchamayim Lo Havo Elozai Vov Yomim Dilo Mapik Rishon Vayil Shmini Shemhani Lo okay, 1 second. Esen the Tios and Muzoris Bezoch Beisoa Choshen Kol Beisoa Erev Shvius Ad Rosh Hashanah. Normally you have Tosef Shvius 30 days before you have to stop, but for these 10 shrubs Avagav Deshar Soda say Choshen Lefnei Shvius Lamed Yom. Although other fields you're not permitted to plow 30 days before Shemitah starts, right? Zeh choshen. But this field, where you have these 10 shrubs, hoil imei choshet svivam mafsidus. If you don't, they're going to die. They're going to get damaged. This chamaim kol shiva. To be continued.